These two pieces of equipment, the Sawgrass SG 500 or 1000 and the heat press, is literally the only thing that you need to start making extra money from home today with the t-shirt business. I'm going to show you how to do that. Hello, my name is Allan Wade, and if it's your first time here, I'd like to welcome you to the channel and ask that you please take a moment to hit the like button, give this video a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we're talking about the SG-1000, the Sawgrass SG-1000 and Sawgrass SG-500, which is what I have here sitting next to me, and we're also talking about a generic heat press. Doesn't have to be fancy, but I would recommend buying something that costs a little bit more money so that you can get something that's quality that heats up good, okay? Assuming that you already have a computer, I would say that sublimation printing is probably one of the least expensive ways that you can get started making t-shirts. Reason being is because when you have a sublimation printer, the only thing that you need is paper and ink, right? So your starter set is gonna come with paper and ink. When you get a Silhouette Cameo 4, it's a great method to start out with, but it's a lot more complicated than just printing something out. All right, with the Silhouette Cameo, you have to deal with cut settings, you have to deal with buying vinyls, you have to deal with buying all the other tools that you need to go with it. With sublimation, the only thing you pretty much have to get is some butcher paper to cover the back and to cover the front of your, I'll show you guys in just a moment. But other than that, when you get the Sawgrass SG-500 or the 1000, the software that you would use to print out your designs lives online on the sawgrass.com website. So only thing you need a heat press with any method that you're using to making shirts. You're probably going to need a heat press. So that's standard, all right? That's anything. So that's probably the first thing you should buy is a heat press. Other than that, you got to choose your medium. Am I going to go Silhouette Cameo or am I going to go sublimation? And I think that a good idea would be sublimation, but you can start off with the I would say get both, to be honest with you, but you can start off with a Silhouette Cameo. It's just depends on what you want to do and what you want your product to look like. Silhouette Cameo is a lot of fun because you can experiment with different fabrics and different designs and different vinyls and things like that. But I think with this technology right here, you can pretty much put any design on a shirt that you want to, as long as the shirt is a light fabric and it is majority polyester. So those are two things to keep in mind. So let me show you the software and how easy it is for you to put something on a shirt with the Sawgrass software. Let's jump into it. Hey guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please take this moment to hit the subscribe button and also hit the post notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. It helps me out a whole lot, more than you know it. Thank you. Now, all of this is assuming that you already have a computer, laptop, desktop, Mac or PC, doesn't really matter. Any of these businesses that you start, you're going to need a laptop. So this is assuming that you already purchased a laptop, you just have one already in the house, right? So we're going to go to sawgrass.com and I'm going to show you how easy things are to set up. And something that comes to mind when making a shirt for somebody is like a family reunion shirt, a rest in peace shirt, a high school graduation shirt, track and field shirt, any type of sports team shirt for a local sports team, party shirts, anything like that. So the person is going to come to you with their design. These people, your customer will come to you with their design already in a PNG file with a background that's transparent, right? So now you got that design. You download it. They emailed it to you or something. You download it to your computer, and you're going to go to sawgrass.com, sawgrassinc.com. Go to sawgrassinc.com, and you're going to click on, you signed in already, you're going to click on Creative Studio, launch Creative Studio. We're doing this from start to finish, guys. So now you're going to go to Start Creating. And this is the basic interface of the program that lives on the Sawgrass website, okay, Creative Studio. What I do is I click on design canvas because we're using paper to print on, so I just use the paper size. So in this case I'm using 8.5 by 14, so I'm going to go down here. 8.5 by 14 is the legal size paper, so I'm going to print on legal paper, and it's going to bring that up in the main area where you do your artwork. All right, the next thing you want to do is you want to select the image that you downloaded, right? The image that you downloaded onto your computer. It's in your downloads folder. So you go to galleries, right? In the Sawgrass software, you go to galleries, and then you go to my images. I made it a folder called my images. You can call it whatever you want to call it. Then you click on it. Here's my design. But just so I can show you guys how to import a design, you go right here to upload image. Boom. Upload image. It gives you all these different options. You can log into your Facebook, you can grab a picture off of there, log into your Instagram, grab a picture off of there, or you can just press upload and you can navigate your computer's photos, right? So go to downloads folder, and here's the picture right, where is it? Oh, I put it on my desktop. It's right over here. This is the Misho no background PNG. So you click on it and you press open, and it downloads into the software. I'm not going to click on it right now, press open because it's already in there. So after you've done that, your image is going to appear in this list. You just click once and it appears on the canvas. It's that simple. Now you're halfway there, right? You're halfway there. The only thing left to do, to be honest with you guys, is, and the step that I missed, is anytime that you know that you are about to use your Sawgrass software and print something up, you launch Print Manager. You want to launch that in advance. Launch that in advance so it loads up already, and it already loads up in the background, because it takes a long time for it to be, you know, do whatever it does in the background of your computer. Okay, so now your image is ready, right? You want to print it out. So now you're going to go to print. You're going to press print, and it's going to open up another screen. So you're going to, the first section in the general tab, you're going to look for the printer that's online. Sawgrass, see that says offline right there? You want to look for the one that says ready. So mine says, this one says ready, so I pick it. And then you're going to want to choose the correct tray, the correct tray number 1, and the correct size paper, which is legal. Mirror, you want that to be selected, because when it prints out, it's going to flip. You want to select the proper material. You're putting this onto polyester shirts. So you select polyester, and this is the type of paper that I'm using, text print R. So I print that, and everything else is the same, is good, high quality, photographic, disabled for color palette, nothing there anyway, but just to show you guys the settings we can choose from, photographic or vivid, and then high quality or high speed, high quality of course. And then we're going to press print, and Print Manager, the program that I told you guys to launch in advance, is going to launch. All right, so you click that, and you're waiting to see a confirmation. All right, you're waiting to see a confirmation. There you go. Print has successfully been queued. Press OK. And now we're waiting, because Print Manager is going to appear in the background of this right here. All right, give it a second to appear. It takes a little bit of time for Print Manager to pop up, in my opinion, but in most cases, if you're patient, it doesn't take too long. This is the most tedious part of the whole thing. And it might seem like I'm rushing, guys, because I want to make the video a little bit shorter, but I'm showing you the exact steps that you would take in order to print a shirt successfully. I could show you the software and how to make images using the software itself, but in most cases, what I would recommend is, if you're going to make your image, I would recommend making your image in a Photoshop or another editing program, because the functionality as far as designing graphic designing in this software is pretty limited. All right, so we have our Print Manager up on the screen right now, and notice this comes up right here. One or more jobs do not fit with the Courage page layout. That's because I'm using 8.5 by 14. So I go to layout. Just pay attention to what it says, layout, and see 8.5 by 11 is selected. So you just change it to 8.5 by 14, and that message goes away. And also my image appears on the other side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on jobs, because I know that I'm going to print out several of these. So I'm going to click on jobs, and I'm going to select how many copies I want this to print, how many copies I want of this specific design to print out. And in my case, because I'm doing this for a client right now while I'm doing this video for you guys, it's going to be 14. So 1, 4. That's how many printouts I'm printing out of this. And then I go back to material. Everything looks good, and text, everything looks good, and I'm just going to press send. It's already mirrored. Mirrored is checked. I'm just going to press print right here. Print. Pressed it. Little spinning wheel of death pops up, and then it starts to, wow, that was actually the fastest ever. When I pressed send, the Wi-Fi button came up, but it did not start printing. So, okay. So I really thought that it was going to start printing, but it takes a little while for the software to communicate with the printer, in my opinion, guys. And those are the two gripes that I have about this machine, but it does work, and it is good quality product that comes out of it. So if you don't know, I am a Heat Transfer Warehouse affiliate, and if you are in the market to buy a Sawgrass sublimation printer, use my Heat Transfer Warehouse link down in the description below to purchase this product. Also, if you're shopping on Amazon, use my Amazon link down below to purchase anything on Amazon. Just click on the link, and that navigates you to Amazon, and navigate away from that specific product and buy the product that you want, and I still get a small commission. It helps the channel out a lot. It helps me out a lot. I greatly appreciate it. See the Sawgrass starting to print out right now. See the table is kind of shaky right now because I'm on a kind of like a wobbly table, but nonetheless, it is what it is. Everything works great. And I'm going to show you the first design printed out, and then I'm going to let the other ones print out, and then we're going to do a press. All right, so just like that, if you guys follow those steps, you got your picture, import it into the Sawgrass software. Do exactly as I told you, depending on what type of paper that you have, a few variables, a few changes, and this is what you're gonna have. This is the image that's gonna press onto the shirt. Of course it's mirrored, but you guys are seeing it the way it reads because it's a camera, but I'm seeing it backwards because it's mirrored. So you're gonna lay it down on the shirt this way, all right? So I'm gonna let the rest of these print out, and then we're going to start the press. The press, what I like to do for the press is have my heat press at 400 degrees Fahrenheit and press for 70 seconds. They recommend pressing for 60 seconds, but in my experience, the colors pop more and more of the ink transfers at 70 seconds. All right, so that's what I recommend, and that's what I do. Okay, you guys can do what you want to do. All right, so boom, everything's printing out. I'll be right back, guys. If you haven't done so already, please hit that like button. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. I want to show you guys something real fast. I just printed up 14 designs, right? I printed up 14 designs, and I want you to keep in mind that I've been using this printer off and on over the last month, but I want you guys to go back in my videos and check a few videos ago when I printed up about 30 designs just to see if I can run out of ink on the Sawgrass SG500, and it didn't run out. And I just want you guys to know that I've been using it, and I printed out 14 more designs right here. Actually 15 with the one that's over there, because one of them is done already, just because I want to test it out. And I want you guys to look at the ink level, because let's face it, printer ink is expensive, and the Sawgrass SG500's ink is expensive. But a lot of people say, how much time, how many prints will that expensive ink last me? Well, it'll certainly last you over 60 shirts you can sell. At $20 a pop, that ink no longer seems expensive. All right, so $20 a pop, if you're selling your shirts for $20 each, you can sell your shirts for $10 each. But any way you look at it, this ink is going to make more than the money that you would spend on the machine, and more than the money you would spend on purchasing more ink for the machine once you've used out your initial pack. So you should have plenty of money left over to buy another machine, buy some more ink and money for your bank account, and to buy some more shirts and to buy some more butcher paper before ink runs out. I can guarantee you that. You're gonna have to buy ink anyway. You're gonna have to buy more supplies on any method you use to make t-shirts. So This is just a method. Just happens that ink is expensive, but guess what? It lasts a very, 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 very long time, and you can get, I would say probably about 200 to 300, maybe even 400 prints out of this, because each the reason why I'm getting my numbers like that is because each of these packs of paper is coming like, I think is it 110, 110, or 210? I forgot. I don't know what my package is, but right now. But I've already went through a whole package of these papers, and I'm on my second package, and the ink is still, I still got ink left. So that tells you how long the ink lasts right there. So use my heat transport house link down in the description below to purchase yours. If they're out of stock, just boom, click it, buy it, and the next shipment, one of them will be yours, because these things sell like flapjacks. All right, so let's get into the pressing part and show you guys how to press. So the first part of this is turning on your heat press and presetting it to the appropriate temperatures. You want to set your timer to 70 seconds. Got mine set right. You want to set your heat to 400 degrees. All right, and we're just going to let that heat up, and then we're going to start pressing these shirts up. Now, I want to let you guys know that it doesn't really matter too much if you try to save some money by buying an inexpensive press. I would recommend spending some more money initially and getting the heat press that you want. But if you don't have the budget for it and you get a budget-friendly press, it doesn't matter. You're still going to come out with good designs, but the quality, it does come into play a little bit. The more expensive presses, you are going to get a better transfer, but that's not to say that the colors are not going to transfer at all, because they will transfer, because I've used this with my old press and it works just fine. It's just that I noticed a little bit more vibrance, a little bit more transfer with this. You're not going to be able to tell the difference that much though. All right, so but it is worth the investment to get a better press. All right, so I'm just letting this heat press heat up, and we're going to press one shirt, and I'm going to show you the finished product and how beautiful it looks, and you can judge for yourself and tell me if this is a good investment. And also go back and watch the other videos on this, specifically the one where I print out a whole bunch of designs, and tell me, come back here in the comments down below and let me know if you think this is a good investment, or if you think this is the best way for you to start up a t-shirt business. I personally think that it is. I've done embroidery, I've done the silhouette cameo stuff. Screen printing, forget about it. You're gonna have to buy a bunch of equipment, inks and all that stuff. It's just complicated. I never even, yeah, it's complicated. But DTG, forget about it. This is kind of like DTG, but more economical. But I think this is the best way, guys. So let me let this finish heating up, and I'll be right back. All right, so now we are officially ready to start pressing on our designs to the shirt. I have a bunch of our designs right here. I've trimmed them down. And let me turn down this light a little bit. It's kind of bright. All right, that's good enough. So I'm gonna put my first shirt onto the platen right here, and I'm gonna show you guys how I do it. All right, and I'm gonna roll this up just a little bit at the bottom. Roll it up just a little bit. The reason why I'm rolling it up is because I'm gonna take my sheet, Teflon sheet, fold it just a little bit like this. Then I put the Teflon sheet on the inside, and you put the Teflon, not Teflon sheet, this is butcher paper. You put the butcher paper on the inside because when you go and press this, the sublimation process turns the sublimation ink into gas, and that passes it and embeds it into the fabric. And if you don't have anything separating between the front of the shirt and the back of the shirt, your design could possibly not only sublimate on the front of the shirt, but also to the back half of your shirt. So you got to have that butcher paper in order to separate the front from the back. All right. And another area where you want to have your butcher paper is on the top, because you don't want the sublimation paper, you don't want your design to get sublimated onto the platen up top. All right. So I'm just lining this thing up good. Boom. And when I know I got it lined up good, I grab another piece of sublimation paper, and I grab my design, and I line up my design. All right. So I got my design. I can see it through here, and I'm just going to go ahead and line it up on the shirt where I want it to go. See the top of that M right there. So I'm checking the right side, I'm checking the left side. I'm making sure it's straight. You guys can use a t-shirt thing to line it up everything if you want to. I don't particularly need those. I don't particularly use them. So boom, that's good. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my butcher paper on the top of this, and we're gonna go for a 70-second press right here. Boom, for 70 seconds. All right. You guys can count down if you want to, but I'm gonna do this in real time. I'm not gonna do any cuts, so that you guys can see the full 70 seconds and how it comes on, how it comes out, so you guys know there's no fancy editing or any tricks or anything like that. Yep, so you guys saw my video I did on this heat press and the things I like about it and the things that I don't. We got about 43 seconds left, counting down. Guys, so use my heat transport house link down below to buy any of these products. Use my Amazon links. I'm gonna have some of the products are gonna be Amazon links because the butcher paper is gonna be Amazon link, and maybe a few other things. But use my heat transport house link. Use my Amazon link to buy anything on Amazon, guys. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to visit the merch store to buy yourself some channel merch and help support the channel. Like this video if you haven't done so already. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already for more videos like this. And for the rest of the week, going into next week, we're going to be doing some embroidery videos, so stay tuned for that. Got a bunch of new embroidery designs to go on the website. Boom, pick this up. And let's see what we got, guys. What do you think? Did it transfer good? What do you guys think? Boom. And just like that, look at this, guys. Look how good that looks. Dropping that out from the bottom. And it's just like that. Design came out excellent, looks good. So when it comes to trying to start your t-shirt business and making money, making a little side income off of it, it really is that simple. You guys saw me do it in real time. I just imported an image into the software, sent it off to the printer, and pressed it onto a shirt. 100% polyester shirt. It really is that simple. I'm gonna put all the links to the equipment that I use down in the description below. If you'd like to purchase any of them, then just click on the link and navigate and do your purchases. I'm an affiliate of all these different companies, so it helps me out a lot. Keeps me motivated to make videos like this one. Give this video a like if you liked it, and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already, and hit the post notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. Also follow me on social medias. On Instagram, I'm A-Dubb Productions. On Facebook, facebook.com/A-Dubb-productions, facebook.com/King A-Dubb. Also visit the merch store. Buy yourself some channel merch, help support the channel. I'm going to be putting new merch on the merch store very soon, guys. I'm your boy, Allan Wade, A-Dubb Productions. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I'm out. Peace, guys.
Turn up that, crank it up. Why listen to the rest when you're rocking with the best, baby?